I'm Bruce Marshall, and this is a Marshall Minute Brampton Now update as of April 19th, 2020. A COVID-19 special report for Brampton. Coming up in this report, I run down as much of the Brampton-based information as I can fit in one report. We'll hear about how the city is still handing out social distancing tickets to those who just don't get it. A warning to Canadians from the World Health Organization about drinking. And I'll give you my review of the best show on TV ever. And you might agree, too. Plus, Bobby Wine and Nubian Li take us out with some coronavirus reggae from Jamaica. Yeah, the virus has its own musical category now. That's coming up on this Brampton Now update. A reminder, Brampton Now update is now on YouTube at Brampton Now Update. Here's what's happening on the home front in Brampton. Last Wednesday, Mayor Patrick Brown and Council gave their weekly COVID-19 briefing. In the last week, the bylaw department issued 116 warnings and laid 35 charges for social distancing. That's a lot of idiot tax still being paid out there. All city events are canceled until July 2nd, so no Victoria Day or Canada Day. The city is starting a community garden program, hoping to get 1,000 Brampton families to start their own garden for the first time, and the city will help with that. The World Health Organization announced Wednesday last week a 6-step plan to determine if a country is ready to open up again. According to a Canadian press piece that interviewed several authorities, Canada is not yet ready to tick off any of the 6 boxes as accomplished. The plan includes benchmarks like transmission control, thorough detection of another outbreak, and to have treatment resources in place to deal with that. Here's a message from the region of Peel. The WHO has warned Canadians about alcohol intake. Across the board, alcohol intake is up in Canada. A small number are not touching the hooch in lockdown, and those are our smarter, logical friends, of course, who the rest of us aspire to be like one day. But the WHO warns that because of what alcohol does, it's really the last thing you want to be having a lot of. It depresses you, and to put it bluntly, it makes you do stupid stuff. The City of Brampton has put 2,000 part-time and seasonal workers on a suspension of work for 13 weeks. Mayor Brown explained in a post, there are no layoffs. We have a 13-week suspension of work for part-time and seasonal staff who don't have any work to do right now. A layoff is an actual severing of ties, of course. The suspension of work means that the employees should be called back to work. Paul Vicente and Michael 𝗕𝗄𝗺𝗁 are Brampton Regional Councillors who are the Economic Support Task Force. Talking about supporting business and each other, here's their message from last week that I wanted to share with you.
This is a challenging time for all of us. There are so many uncertainties. Things are changing every day. We are concerned for our health and the health of those we love. The situation is stressful for everyone, and it's normal to feel anxious and worried. We are all facing different kinds of stress through this unprecedented time, and we all deal with stress differently. None of us has ever been through anything quite like this before.
We understand that this situation is placing stress on many of you as business owners and employees. Whether or not you are an essential business, please reach out to your employees, colleagues, say hello, see how they are doing. Your mental health is very important. We want you to know that you're not alone. There are ways to seek help. Follow the links included in this video for tips and resources to help care for those that we love during this challenging time. Let's also remember to take care of ourselves and to get the help that we need.
Remember, we will get through this together. Stay safe.
I wanted to share this with you too. Here's some Peel paramedics training on the new reel. These guys are ahead of the ball in preparedness. What will separate organizations that did well from those that did not during this crisis is the difference between the ones that respond to incidents in a planned, predictable way versus those who reacted as each unforeseen emergency blindsided them like waves. I've never been a fan of celebrity endorsements. You know, why should I buy this or do that because a celebrity says so? But I I make an exception here with Dua Lipa. The Small Business Centre in Woodstock, Ontario, has some brilliant graphic one-pagers on issues like applying for government programs for business and for people. The one-pagers outline basic qualifying criteria, the benefit, and how to apply. The link to their one-pagers is in the comments below. The Festival of Literary Diversity, Brampton's Fold, has gone virtual with their conference at the end of April, the 1st of May. Check them out at thefoldcanada.org. Parental Alienation Awareness Day is coming up on April 25th. Here's what that's all about. Parental alienation is wrong. It's abuse. Parental alienation is when one parent weaponizes the kids against their ex. To stand against parental alienation, wear royal blue or a royal blue ribbon on April 25th. To find out more about parental alienation support, search #EndParentalAlienation on all platforms. Parental alienation? Come on. Your kids deserve better than that, don't they? Mayor Patrick Brown was on hand to assist Global Medic drop off a donation to the Regen Food Bank. As I reported last week, food bank demand has gone through the roof, with increases in demand in several hundreds of percentage points increase per week. One recent week saw a 450% increase week to week. All of our food programs are in need of help. Here's how you can help.
Food is life. For some in Brampton, food may be scarce during this crisis. Regeneration Brampton and Knight's Table are on the front lines of helping the vulnerable. Donations of food or money help them help those who need it the most. This is a challenge for everyone. Imagine if you also had to find food. Visit regenbrampton.com or knightstable.org to see how you can help.
I don't talk a lot about TV because there's nothing much that I get hooked on, but I am hooked on the best show in the history of television right now. Have you seen Tripping the Rideau on TVO? It's just a camera on a boat going up the Rideau Canal, plus the natural ambient sound and the odd title to describe a landmark or map the trip. Totally relaxing. My pulse rate and blood pressure just dropped watching it. Have a look. Cuomo versus Cuomo is something else that's fun on TV. How will Andrew find a mask big enough to cover his double-barreled shotgun of a mouth? That's one of the questions that Chris Cuomo asked his brother Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, on CNN last week. And, you know, they've got some tense things to talk about, but the sibling rivalry that comes out on the air is just so, I don't know, charming, I think, is what it is. Mississauga tennis star Bianca Andreescu is on Instagram in isolation workout videos. Major booty gain, she touted in one recently. And, you know, I do that with potato chips, but she has a great workout that will help with that too. Brampton community leader Jermaine Chambers made an appeal to help the family of a young black man killed in an encounter with Peel Regional Police.
2 Mondays ago, Monday, April 6th, a young member of our community of this city lost his life. 26-year-old D'Andre Campbell, who struggles with mental health challenges, reached out to the Peel Police Service and asked for their assistance. Unfortunately, during that interaction, D'Andre was shot and lost his life. No one who struggles with mental health challenges deserves to lose their life. Right now, I'm appealing to you on behalf of the family. They have set up a GoFundMe page to help raise some money to offset the expenses related to this death.
D'Andre Campbell suffered from chronic mental illness. The Ontario Special Investigations Unit is in the process of their inquiry into the shooting. Campbell was 26. If you can help, the link to the GoFundMe page is below in the comments. Girl Guide cookies. There's a tradition that will continue, but in a different way this year. Rather than Girl Guide selling them in various ways, Metro grocery stores have agreed to carry Girl Guide cookies, with all the proceeds going to Girl Guides of Canada. The city of Brampton has implemented interim bike lanes along the Vauden Street corridor. This will allow cyclists to maintain physical distancing while they ride. The mayor and regional councillor Rowena Santos got the ball rolling, and they were encouraged by local active transportation advocates like David and Dale Lang and Kevin Montgomery. So it's become part of the program to end with a piece of music. The beautiful home front piano playing and singing of Pink got us started off in the first episode. Brampton homeboy 100 Mills with a Z was on last week. This week, to help melt that blast of snow we had last week from your heart, something that comes via my pal Jermaine Chambers, Super Brampton Mortgage Guy, from Jamaica, Bobby Wine and Nubian Li, to take us out here in just a moment. Please subscribe to the Brampton Now Update channel on YouTube for lots of Brampton-specific content and as much of the vital, essential, and factual local information that I could find for Brampton. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want. Stay strong, Brampton. Brampton strong and Brampton proud. We're all in this together. I'm Bruce Marshall. Thanks for watching.
The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim. But the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. Sensitize the masses to sanitize. Keep a social distance and quarantine. Stop!
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted. Discipline and personal hygiene, and make sure you regularly wash your hands. Keep a distance from everyone. Report anything like a symptom. Serious fever is a symptom. Dry cough is a symptom. Walkway tamula is a symptom. Itchy eyes and flu is a symptom.
Cuomo butabusiga wetemu batanalwala olaga omwoyo gw'eggwanga olabira ku itale abasinga bafudde okuwewala kisingako obujjanjaba. The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. Kila mtu must be alert. It's a matter of life we can never take for granted.
The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind.
Everybody must be alert.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.